my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing this beautiful smoky eye, and today I use the Anastasia Beverlyhills Master Palette by Mario, which I love. I love this look. I think it's so beautiful. I had so much fun creating it for you guys. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let's get right into it. Look guys, I have like the messy pony is back at it again. So my eyebrows are already done and I already have primer on. I am using the Becca backlighting filter primer, something like that. It's actually like a little sample I got at Sephora and I've been dying to use it, so I was like, what better day to use it than right now? So that's what I have on. That's why my face looks so shiny, and so far I'm really liking it. I think it makes the face look like so radiant. I was telling my sister that I feel like I would even wear this by itself, you know, like just brows, mascara, a little bit of that primer, and a glossy lip, and that's it. Like I feel like that looks so pretty and so like fresh for the summer. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the Tarte Shape Tape and I'm gonna use that to carve out my eyebrows, and I'm gonna use this same concealer to prime my eyelids. This is an amazing concealer. I feel like you guys already know that because it's all over YouTube. I feel like everybody talks about it. It's just so full coverage and cancels out like your under eye circles and stuff like that. So it's like so good. Now I'm just gonna put some directly on the eyelid and I'm gonna blend it out using a damp beauty sponge. And I'm gonna bring it into right here, the sides of my eye, because I tend to get some shadows there. And then after I have like my eyeshadow done, I don't want to put concealer there and like potentially ruin it, because that would happen to me. And I'm going to use a little bit of setting powder to set that before it creases. And I have to like hurry because since my eyes are hooded, they crease so fast. So fast, it's ridiculous. I'm honestly like in a race against time every time I like prime my eyelids and then have to set them. The color I'm gonna go in first here is Isabel. This is such a beautiful color, but you guys know, like, you guys that watch me on the regs know that I use so many warm colors, and you guys probably were like, she's going for that one, because I love warm tones. So I'm using this fluffy brush and I'm just gonna start working that into the crease. Basically gonna just start buffing that in back and forth, and with a really light hand, just to make sure that that gets diffused. If you find that you have trouble getting things to look really blended, it's probably because you're either holding the brush way too close here. I mean, it works for some people. It really does work for some people, but for others, they tend to naturally put more pressure the closer they are. Try to hold the brush a little more towards the end right here, and it naturally, you're gonna have a really light hand. And since you're using a light hand, you're just distributing the product very softly, and it's gonna give you a diffused look, which is what we want, right? Most of the time. I mean, it depends what you're doing. Now I'm gonna grab this color right here, Violeta, which is a very nice chocolatey brown. Just these colors here together are just giving me life. Like just looking at them together, I want to wear them every day on my eyelids. I want to bathe in them. Now this color, I'm going to start working it into the crease and the outer quarter of the lid. Now I'm grabbing the fluffy brush I was using earlier and just making sure that's all blended out. You could even grab some of the transition shade just a little bit, and that'll help with blending out too. I know a lot of people do that and it really helps them. So that brown, I'm bringing it all the way in. It's obviously much heavier here, but I'm bringing it all the way in because I'm thinking of putting like one of their shimmer shades somewhere right there where I have that like blank space. Now that we have our matte shades on, this is what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of putting Paris right here in the center, and maybe in the inner corner, a little bit of Fifth Ave. Right there. Fifth Ave. Oh my god, I love Fifth Ave in New York. That's where like all the stores are. But yeah, anyways, that's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of using these guys right here. All right, so basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab my ring finger and I'm gonna put Paris on with my ring finger. I feel like I'm gonna get the most positive color that way. So let's give it a whirl. Wow, it is really like bronzy. I love putting shimmer shades on with my finger because lately, like, I feel like I just see so many people on Instagram, and don't get me wrong, they're beautiful, but like everything is just so put together and like so like sharp, and you know, like cut creases here and there, and I'm like, no, let's just keep it simple. I'm going in with just a little bit of Violeta, and this shade Paris has a lot of fallout, and I used my finger. Usually shades have a lot of fallout when you use it with like a brush, you know, because it kind of like disperses things. But I mean, that's fine. I don't really care for fallout. I just clean it up. That's why whenever you use shimmer shades or glitter or anything you're trying out for the first time that you're a little about, do your face after your eyes. That's why a lot of times I know a lot of people like to do the face first and all that stuff, and that's fine. But keep in mind that some shadows do have a lot of fallout, and it's really annoying. So if you do your face first and you're like, oh shit, like I forgot, and now what if I have fallout? Then put a lot of setting powder under your eyes and just let the setting powder sit there, right? So in essence, you're like baking while you do your eyes. So if you get any fallout, the powder will catch it, and you just swipe it away, and it's done. All right, so now since I'm like gonna use oh, I thought this was the palette. I'm like, since I'm gonna use since I'm gonna use Fifth Ave now a little bit more in the inner corner, I'm gonna use a packing brush. This is my favorite one, and the one I use all the time. It's the MAC 242. It's kind of like wiped off, and I really like it for packing on shimmer shades or any product like that. All right, so I'm picking it up. Seems to pick up pretty nicely, so we'll see. Ooh, that is so pretty. I feel like my voice cracked in the middle of that ooh. Then I'm gonna clean off my brush using my color switch right here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of Paris back in the center. I feel like Paris on the palette looks like a little bit of like a gray bronzy color. I mean, and it does have like a gray undertone to it, but it's really nice and looks really bronzy on the lid. So I'm grabbing some of that Tony Moly liquid liner, which you guys know is one of my fave liquid liners. I buy this every time I go to New York because it is affordable and it's super good. Okay, so I did those wings a little thicky, you know. But I really want to smoke out the lower lash line, because since we already have like a nice little smoky eye going on, oh my god, I'm so excited. I really like this eye look. It's like 4:30, and I'm gonna keep this eye look all night because my friend actually just called me and was like, hey, you want to go to dinner and stuff? And I'm like, that's fantastic. I'm ready 6 hours ahead of time. So I brought 2 lashes that I want to, oh, this is the other lash. It's the Ardell Faux Minks, and I really like because it's kind of like really, it's like much thinner here and then like kind of fuller toward the end, so it gives like a really nice cat eye. And then this one are the Cocoa Queen Bees, which are just like very wispy full lashes. I think they look really cutie. I'm gonna do the Ardell Faux Minks. That's it, decision has been made. I gotta cut them and everything. This is like my first time wearing them. They're so beautiful. Look at it. Aren't they gorgeous? Look how nice they are. Ardell, like I love Ardell lashes. They're so affordable and they are good stuff. Good stuff. Oh my god, they're gorgeous. Wait till my sister sees these. Oh, they give such a like a nice little like flirty look. Love. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. What? I love it. All right, let me cut the front. You usually want to cut the front. They have like a little bit of like an extension of the glue that you want to get rid of so it doesn't like pinch the inner corner of your eye. Lord knows I've been there. Putting waterproof mascara, that new mascara from L'Oreal. And I've said it in my other videos, but in case you guys haven't watched those, which you should, I'm not crazy about this mascara, which is so funny because I feel like so many people have been like, it's amazing, and I'm like, are we using the same mascara? Because it's like not bad, but you know, it's a mascara. while my mascara is drying, I'm gonna tight line, which tight line for you guys that I'm like tight line for you guys that don't know what tight line is. Basically, I'm gonna put eye pencil into the upper waterline and kind of between the lashes so that you can't see where my, like, the little gaps where my falsies start and finish. In one of my other videos, I told you guys about the Duo Lash Glue, the gray one, so it dries like black, and then this is the one that dries clear. So you can see this is the color difference. So this one I got at Sephora. It's like a gray glue and it dries black, like I said. And this one is the blue one. It's a little one. I got this one like at a CVS, like a drugstore, and it dries clear. I use them both, but since this one's like a really smoky eye, I'm using this guy. Really, it doesn't really matter which one you use. It's just preference. Just waiting for these guys for the glue to dry. I usually wait like about like a minute, so it's like really tacky, but the glue isn't completely dry because Lord knows I have waited way too long, and then when I go I'm like, this is dry. And when I try putting it on, like the inner corner stays flapping and like it's so uncomfortable. Okay, we are back. My lashes are on. It was a little bit of a mish because my right eye kept getting watery and I was like, are we doing this right now? Oh, I just saw that in the viewfinder, my hair. What's happening? I'm grabbing this L'Oreal True Match Lumi. It's basically an illuminator, and what I'm gonna do is just start blending it to the high points of my face, and then when I put the foundation over it, it's gonna give that nice like glow from within that everyone's always, you know, talking about. But yeah, so illuminators, basically you can do that. You just put them under foundation, you can mix them in with foundation, or even after your foundation is on, you can just grab a little bit and put it on the high points of your face, and you just blend it in like you would any type of like highlighter. Now that we have the illuminator on, the foundation I'm going to use is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I love this foundation. It is probably my favorite. I think it's my favorite, honestly. So I'm just getting the dropper and putting it directly onto my face. Now I'm going in with a damp beauty sponge and I'm just going to press that into my skin. Now this foundation is water-based, so I would recommend using a primer that isn't like an oil, like no priming oil or anything like that. Because usually when you use foundations, you want to use a primer with it that goes with it, you know what I'm saying? So, and naturally I feel like water and oil, not the greatest mix. I would say this foundation is like a sheer medium-ish coverage. It's very hydrating, it's really nice, I love it. It is buildable though, so if you want to build it up a bit, then you can do that, but I don't think it'll ever really be like full matte coverage, or no. That's just not the foundation. That just is not this foundation. I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer to conceal any acne, any little spots that I want to hide. I'm just gonna press that in with my finger. Now for my under eyes, I'm gonna use Urban Decay. I feel like I haven't used this girl in a while, but I'm using Light Warm. That's the shade I like to use. And I'm just gonna go pretty heavy on the under eyes. I love when I watch videos on YouTube and they're like, I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer, and then they look like this. Who are we lying to? Who are we lying to? I'm gonna buff that in, and I'm gonna have my setting powder ready to go because I do crease very quickly. So I'm just gonna go and buff that in. Now I'm gonna grab my setting powder and set that all, even setting here the side of my nose. Sometimes I do get creases there, at least lately I've been noting like I'm getting creases there. I am aging. Now I'm gonna warm up the face using the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. When you contour, you want to bring it out right here from the top of your ear, bring it right down and kind of stop it where the eye begins. Now with my beauty sponge, I'm just going to sharpen up the contour. Now for my under eyes, I'm grabbing this Morphe E18 and I'm going into this color right here, Isabel. And I'm just gonna start basically smoking out the lower lash line. See how it's already getting like very smoky? This is such a nice brush for smoking out the lower lash line. Now I'm gonna grab a flat defining brush and go into that same brown we used and just press it into the lower lashes. And then blend it out with the same brush we used earlier. Now I'm gonna add the black eyeliner pencil in the lower waterline. I'm gonna go back in with a waterproof mascara. Waterproof mascara, I feel like, is a must for the lower lashes. A must, especially if you have watery eyes. You need to use waterproof eyeliner, waterproof mascara. If your lashes ever get clumped together, I like to go in with tweezers, but be careful. You know, you don't want to like poke your eyeball out. And I like to go and separate them if it gets too clumpy. And oh, I didn't put anything on my brow bone. Who am I? I'm gonna use this color right here, Hollywood. It looks like such a beautiful bright gold color. Let's see how the girl looks. Now this, I'm gonna take it off. I think it's been there long enough. And then I just like to blend in that setting powder with the contour, just so it doesn't look like a, you know, like, so it still looks like a bit natch, you know, so it doesn't look like a super like hard line. But if that's what you're, you know, into, then go right ahead, girl. For highlighter today, I'm gonna use Milani's Afterglow. This one, I've like swatched it before, but like I kind of just shoved it in my drawer and I haven't really used it. But it looks pretty. Wow, it is beautiful. It is such a pretty, it looks a little intense right now, but once I put my setting spray, I think it'll look a little more like skin. For my lip today, I'm gonna use Bare Minerals Homme. It is a really nice brown. It smells like chocolate. Let's see if it goes. I'm using today Milani's Luminoso. I feel like I'm using so many Milani products. But this is such like a favorite on YouTube, this blush. And it really blends in really nice with whatever highlight you use. Okay, now let's set this girl. And we are done. What do you guys think? I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks so beautiful, so smoky. I feel like I'm gonna go dance the night away or something. I feel like I look so like, I don't know, with these hoop earrings and like my ponytail. I feel like I look so like Latina. I'm like, Well, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking through this tutorial. I am so happy that you guys are here. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye.